Thanks, Petty Officer Gayton. The last two nights we've heard from NATO's Supreme Allied Commander Admiral James Stavridis talking about NATO's objectives in Afghanistan and the state of the country's own security forces. In part 3 of our interview, we asked Admiral Stavridis about the way ahead, the end game. Now, you mentioned there are some challenges, and what are some of the difficulties that need to be overcome?
There are many. Illiteracy is a problem, and Afghanistan, unfortunately, because it had such a poor educational system under the Taliban, has many of the young people that we want to recruit do not read and write very well, if at all. So that's a significant problem. Secondly, recruiting has been a problem, but I'm happy to say over the last 3 months we've seen that rise pretty dramatically. And right now we're meeting all of our recruiting goals, but that's something we'll watch closely. Third, retention. We have had in the past difficulty driving retention rates to the level that we need them to be. In other words, too many of the Afghan soldiers and policemen were leaving either when their obligation was completed or even before. So that's something we're focusing on very carefully. To try and alleviate that, we're increasing the pay. We are putting more professional training teams from the coalition forces with the Afghan Security Forces. And we are, as we talked about earlier, trying to really build this ethos of service over self, nation, and a belief in the nation of Afghanistan. So we're attacking these kinds of challenges very directly. Lastly, I'd say equipment is a challenge, but that's one that we're overcoming with the help of all of these allies, contributing to an Afghan Security Force Trust Fund and also donating equipment. So we do have challenges, Jamie, but overall, if I look at the progress over the 8 or 9 months that I've been in command, I'm pretty satisfied with the improvements that are coming online.
Often in the news, the buzzword is timetable. Is there a timetable for NATO forces to leave Afghanistan?
Absolutely not. It is conditions-based, and I think that we've all heard our president loud and clear that we're going to begin decreasing the number of U.S. troops in Afghanistan in 2011. That's a goal we're shooting for very much. And as the President said himself in the West Point speech, this will all be conditions-based. I think we've seen Secretary Gates, Secretary Clinton, as well as Chairman of the Joint Chiefs Mike Mullen have all indicated that we're going to move in a conditions-based way. But I'm confident that with the success that I foresee over the next year to 2 years, we will in fact be able to begin drawing down as time goes on. I think all the allies are in the same position. Everyone recognizes it's conditions-based. We're not going to fall off a cliff here, but we are very much hoping to transition security responsibility to these Afghan security forces. That's the success strategy, and I'm confident we'll get to it.
There was a common underlying theme in our entire interview with Admiral Stavridis. NATO is doing a good job, but the primary focus is ensuring the Afghan forces can do more and take over responsibilities from nations contributing to ISAF. Back to you.